Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all? I am so excited to be here this morning. It's been a ride. It's been a ride. It just feels like these past couple of weeks, it's been just going. And I have a feeling it has to do with this eclipse energy and this full moon energy that we're currently in. Some of us feel maybe a little anxious, maybe some urgency behind the things that we're trying to accomplish. So it's going to be really important to ground and to not let that energy overwhelm us, or we'll end up doing things that we've got to later fix or take care of. So whatever you're doing today, allow it to flow. Do not try to force it. Do not try to if you're banging your head against the wall, walk away. Whatever it is you're trying to do, you'll get it done another day. Today may not be the day. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Dorothy. Good morning, Johanna. Good morning. So, let things flow today would be the beginning of the message. Yeah, don't be beating yourself up today. Whew. All right, so let's take a nice deep breath. And release. And let's call in our guides, angels, ascended masters to come in, support us, guide us, protect us, and bring us the most beneficial message for the group. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please know that if you're watching this on the replay, this is also including you. Good morning, Anne. Anne's like, I know where that message came from. Guys, if you're on Instagram, I've been doing Instagram messages as well. I do use a different card deck. They're shorter messages, but they will get you going. They are there. All right, so I'm going to knock these cards out. They seem to be being a little, let's give them a couple shuffles here. Usually once I do the prayer, they start jumping. Not the case today, and that's okay. And that's, yeah, they feel better. Need to clear them out. All right. I'm getting good at doing this by myself. Oh, there we go. All right, so the first one popped. 3, 4, 5. We may look at this one. It kind of came out, so I'm going to put it on top and see if it's called to be. I love it. Make a wish. Make a wish. This is all about setting your intention. Making a wish is setting your intention. You're letting the universe know what it is you want to draw into your experience. So this is really about getting clear, maybe even pulling out a journal today, doing some writing down your intention or your wish, where it is you would like to go, because it's only through that can the universe then start putting the plans in place. Putting the synchronistic events, bringing you the signs and symbols. All of that can't happen until you put that intention out there. So saying it out loud, writing it down, thinking it, give it the energy. Make that wish. Know that you are worthy. Know that you do deserve. And it can't be too big. It can't be too big. So maybe you don't receive the big wish right away, but you start being shown the steps on the way to the big intention, the big wish. All right. And to allow that energy to start coming towards you, it's going to be really important for you not to hold on to any of your gifts or talents, but about giving and receiving. So for some of us, it's going to be getting into balance with how much we're giving as to how much we're receiving. You want to make sure that you're giving your time, your talents, whatever you can. For some of you, it may be monetary, but it really isn't about money. It's really about your time, your talents, your heart. What it is in your heart that you've been holding on to, kind of miserly, keeping it all to yourself, not giving your love to the world, not giving your gifts and talents. So this is really about co-creating your reality by giving of yourself so that you can also receive, and you can start receiving those things that you want, those things that are your wish, those things that are your dream, those things that you've always held on to and thought they were too big. They were too much. They were too scary to try to walk towards because you were going to have to let things go in the past. You're going to have to maybe change your situation. And that can feel very overwhelming and very daunting. But nope. Because you are divine, you are magnificent, you do have the power within you to bring forth your gifts and talents and share them with the world. And it's only going to manifest and bring you the things that you want. Look at those trees, those branches coming out of that heart, coming through that person. You are growing, you are evolving, and it's because of your power, because of who you are. And when you bring that forth, it just goes out into the universe in a way that brings that back to you, which you do deserve, want, need, feel, desire. All right? So yes, standing in your power is not a bad thing. It is a beautiful thing, but you have to stand in your power from your heart chakra, from your heart center. Look at the heart in that photo. When you're coming from your place of heart, when you're coming from your love, when you're coming from that humble place of unmitigated desire to give, to be, to allow, that is standing in your power. Being authentically you. And for some of us, we've always hid that or kept that to ourselves because we felt it was too different. It was too much. It was too not the societal expectation or the norm. And that's what they're asking you to do, is get out of that, get into who you truly are, your gifts, your talents, how you see the world, your perspective, what you bring to the table, your creativity. That is standing in your power. Because they are bringing you the messages. They are allowing you to see what it is that you need moving forward. Clairvoyantly bringing you the knowingness. This is my way. This is how I step into my power. This is where I go. This is what I do. This is who I need. And for some of you, if you feel like you're feeling that message or you think you're getting that message and you need a little help, do a chakra, third eye chakra clearing meditation. Because when your chakras are not balanced and cleared, it can feel disconcerting because you're not sure, you're unsure, or the messages aren't getting through in a way that you can understand them. So you are being brought the messages because you are coming out of your cocoon. You are transforming into who you truly are. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've been looking at this card ever since I put it down, and I just really want to know what she says about it. So I am going to read this one. I did put the name of the cards in the description box. I did add them for those of you who, and also the Light and Soul Oracle deck that I'm using now. It cannot be bought on Amazon or any of the retailers. You actually need to go to her website and order from her. So I did drop that in there too. All right, cocoon. You need time to rest, recover, and transform. Life may have been busy and challenging for you of late, and your soul is calling for you to spend time, much needed time, processing the lessons and experiences that you've lived. A cocoon is a container that you enter into as your old self, taking all parts of you into a space that only you inhabit in order to grow and evolve. Creating a cocoon in your own life may mean setting some boundaries with others as you move into a quiet space that you need at this time. Disconnecting from social media, people who engage in drama, and other negative influences can help you immensely. A mindful audit of where you are spending your energy can assist you in allowing your evolution with greater ease and grace. So often we forget to make our own needs a priority, and this leads us to being depleted. Reserve your energy at this time and look for ways that you can engage in solitude and contemplation. It is in our quiet moments that we can hear the whispers of our soul, and the guidance that we need can come into our conscious awareness. Use meditation to disconnect from the outside world and the collective consciousness. You will emerge from this as your beautiful, transformed self and take flight in a new direction. Still, you need time to allow this process of regrouping, reflection, and healing. Don't let your ego tell you that this was a waste of time. It is an investment in your precious self. If you choose not to allow it, you are choosing to give away energy to other people and situations that you need for yourself right now. How much cocoon time you need and what this looks like in your life will become clear to you as you set the intention and begin to align with allowing this in. The image on this card shows a cocoon, a beautiful butterfly and lotus flowers. It is unclear whether the butterfly has emerged from this cocoon or if it is still waiting to hatch. You may feel that you are in a transformation stage at this moment as you take time to heal, evolve, and process. Or you could think that you are coming out of that now and ready to take flight. The lotus flowers are a sign of spirituality and your heart opening to yourself and to others and to life. Take the time. Don't feel guilty. That is the societal pressure. Yeah, there it is, the societal pressure. So I did look at the top card that I talked about. Yeah, you don't want to get into this idea of the delusion of wealth, that money has to drive everything you do. That's lack mentality. If you're allowing money to drive every single decision that you make, you're not going to have enough because you don't feel like you ever have enough. So guess what you're drawing in? Not having enough. Boom. So that's why it's important to stay in gratitude and to give and receive. Even if you don't have money to give your time, give your talent, give your who you are, the essence of you, because that is when you get out of that idea that I don't have enough. And when you get out of that idea that you don't have enough, guess what? More starts flowing into your experience because you've unblocked that I don't have enough. Getting out of that lack mentality, dropping down into your heart and standing in your power and truly becoming who you truly are, not letting society, expectations, or money hold you back anymore. It's time. It's time to come into what is for you and not what that like other people think is for you. It's not about anybody else but yourself. And for some of us, it's a really, really hard thing to shed because we've always been the people pleaser. We've always been the one doing and being for others. So to step back and do that for ourselves, whew, that feels uncomfortable. That feels scary uncomfortable. It takes time. So take it slow. Take it one step at a time. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Doreen. Absolutely. Good morning, Maria and Annette. All right, so I'm going to get the, what is the advice to go with this? Boom. There it is. Trust the universe. There's the advice. Trust the universe. Whew, that made me emotional. I was like, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Although your faith may be challenged now, trust the universe. There is a reason for some of the experiences you've been going through recently. There are no coincidences in life, and everything is unfolding perfectly according to the divine plan. Positive opportunities are coming your way. Trust in the process and the path that you are being led down. You will know it is the right path when you experience synchronicities and other signs and wonders. These are messages reminding you to trust the universe. There is no such thing as chance. All is well. All is guided. If you lose an opportunity or feel you've been shut down, know that this is the work of God and angels, and it is right for you. If you are wondering where you go from here, know that when you ask the universe for a sign, it will show up the moment you're on the right path. You are being guided by your angels to stop questioning everything that is occurring at this time and let in the miraculous support you deserve. Trust that you are deserving of good experiences because you are, and the universe will deliver them to you. If you're watching this in the replay, thank you. For those of you who are here, I would absolutely invite you to watch this again. Good morning, Darlene. This was a really, I think I'm going to watch it on the replay if you want to know. A lot of the middle part of that message came through. So yes, we are being guided to be authentic. We are guided to stand in our power. We are guided to put ourselves out there from our heart-centered, powerful, who we truly are, the essence of ourselves, our gifts, our talents, our love shining through. That is what is needed at this time. So for many of you, it is going to be getting out of the comfortable and getting into the uncomfortable. And what I mean by that is, for many of us, we've done what other people wanted us to do. We've taken the safe road. We've been in the same job for years. We've stayed in the relationship because of X, Y, or Z. And now it's like the spirit is coming in saying, that hasn't been serving you for a while. It's not serving you now. It's not going to serve you in the future. It's not going to change. We're going to help you change your situation. And the way they want to do that is by showing you your gifts and talents, who you truly are, at your core, at your essence is needed. And hiding behind these situations and relationships that don't serve you may not be allowed going forward. And so some of you are going to be having some tower moments where things are pulled away or taken away, but you've been knowing for a very long time that it wasn't your road. And now Spirit is going to say, nope, now we're making you go to this other road. And that will be for you. Yes, Maria Nat, you can absolutely get out of the uncomfortable and into the comfortable. That's by trusting and acting on the guidance that you're receiving. And it's not easy. It takes a leap of faith. Staying in faith, surrendering, knowing that you are being guided. You don't know the how, you don't know the when, but you know that this is the road they're taking you down, and this is the road for you. And as you go down it, it will get easier, because the more you go down it, the more you're trusting, the more you're trusting and acting on the guidance that you're receiving, and you're letting go of the need to control anything, it gets more comfortable. It takes practice, one step at a time. Yeah. This is why we're called light workers. This is not easy work, but you have it. You have everything you need if you can drop down into and trust and act on the guidance you're receiving. And on June 2nd, I start the Intuitive Guidance course. So if you're being called to join me on that, I would absolutely love for you to do that, because we're going to talk about all of how to do that. How to get into connection with Spirit in a way that you know that you're in connection with Spirit, so that you can trust and act on the guidance you're receiving. It takes practice, and everybody's on their own journey. So It's going to be up to you, as always, to take the information and then utilize it in your own life. Oh, I didn't mean to show it. Unfortunately, this is a individual journey, because we're all at our different places in our journey. Wherever our trauma and drama still is in our lives. Are we still at discouragement? Are we still down in unworthiness? Or are we more in frustration and pessimism, but we're not quite yet at positive expectation? So many of us are at different points in the vibrational frequency. And it's where we are that we can go to the next step. And so, yes, we're going to talk about what that is, what that means, and then how you can raise your vibrational frequency. Because again, they're the angels, your guides, your ascended masters are up here, and we're somewhere down here. So the closer we can raise our vibration, the closer we get into connection with them. And that is when the trusting and acting on the information becomes very, very crystal clear and easy. But it's work. It is work, because for many of us, we have some very dense, heavy traumas and dramas that are holding us down. Very, very tense traumas and dramas, yes. And one of the reasons that I started integrative energy therapy and giving that was because I felt like I had a hurdle that I had to overcome, and I didn't know how to do it. And so sometimes when you're raising your vibrational frequency, you do need help in rooting out those, what IET calls the issues in your tissues, because your emotions do affect your physical body. You do hold those emotional codes and patterns in the cellular level. And for some of you, you do need help transforming those from the negative into the positive. And that's what the integrative energy therapy does. So you're not alone. You're not alone. We're out here to help you. And that has been my calling, to help those of you who need that foundational support so that you can really start raising your vibrational frequency, so that you can start really living your life purpose, really being the way shower, really being the example for others that this is possible, that you can get out of your own way. You can manifest the life that you want. You can have the joy and happiness that you're here to have. Yeah. Change the script. Absolutely. Absolutely. And for some people, they don't know how to do that. They have no idea. Where do I start? How do I do it? So if you do need some encouragement or some way showing, please check out my blog, because that's what I've been blogging about for the past 3 years, is all of the steps that I've taken to get where I'm at, all of the lessons I've learned along the way, how they've transformed my life. And that was all the work I did until I got to needing help with the energy work, needing help with the angels to come in and change the script in my cellular level, at my spiritual DNA, to change that in a way that I could root out those traumas and dramas that were still holding me back. The ones that I didn't recognize were there because either I brought them in from a past life, or they happened very, very early in my life and I didn't have the memory to go with the emotional code that I was still holding on to. So you're not alone. This is not an easy journey. And if you need help, please reach out. All of my support is on my website. The blog, the downloads page has things you can actually download, and also some videos there. And one of them is my video that I did with my mentor and talking about my IET experience. And then my services tab, where you can book with me, whatever you're being called to, however you're being called to work with me. If you're not there yet, that's okay. Please read the blog, look at the videos, take the downloads. There's a beautiful why meditation is so important, what meditation can do for you outside of the spiritual plus the spiritual. That is there, all that information. So there's a lot of good stuff. I've been going through this for a very long time. And I just want to share it with all of you because I know what it's like to just feel like you can't get out of your own way. You can't have the life experience you want to have. You can't create the job you want to have. You can't create the money that you want to have. You can't create the relationship that you want to have. And it's all your traumas and dramas that are holding all of that back. And we're here to have a joyful experience. So if you're not having a joyful experience, then now we have to really dig deep and figure out, what is it that I have to release? What is it that I have to recognize, release, and transform? Energy cannot be destroyed. It has to be transformed. Oh, you're welcome, honey. You're welcome, Murray. Thank you. So that's what I've been working on. That's what's been going on with me. And I hope all of you are doing well wherever you are on your journey at this point. So thank you for being here with me today. This is a bit of a longer message, but that's okay. We bring through what needs to come through. And in this full moon energy and eclipse season, I know that a lot of you are going through it, which is why it was so important for me to be here today. Be here in these energies that are very difficult, because it's nice to know we're not alone. I mean, I know for years, full moon energies would come up, eclipse seasons would come up, and I would just feel so horrible, so scared, so out of sorts, and I didn't know why, and I didn't know I could do anything about it. And now I do. And now I want to share that with all of you, because it's not fun when you feel like you're isolated or alone or the only one having your whole world crash down on you. Not fun at all. All right, I am being guided to pull one more. So I'm going to finish this message off with an Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reed. So if you're watching on the replay, thank you for getting to this point in the message. And for those of you who are with me in person, thank you for staying this long. All right, let's see what we got. I'm going to pull one more for what is the culminating or final message for today. Carm, I don't know, but I don't think your whole message came through, honey. Oh, this is beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, you're not alone. You are totally never alone. Even though when you feel you're alone, you're not alone. Spirit is always with you. So this is absolutely beautiful. Tender embrace is our final message. Compassion, warm-hearted, care for self and others, sensitivity and empathy, benevolence, kindness. Put your hand on your heart and breathe deeply, inhaling a sense of gratitude. Now, how do you feel? Keep doing this, tuning into the world around you, others you know and even those you don't know. Can you feel compassion for them? Compassion is an emotion of tenderness and sensitivity. It's a feeling of benevolence and reverence as you stand witness to the suffering of the world. Now is the time to reduce that pain and focus on compassion in all areas of your life. Today, do something deliberately kind for another. Even looking a stranger in the eye and smiling can make a world of difference. The questions to ask are, where do I need to be kinder and gentler? How can I serve? And in what capacity can I be in alignment with the solution to the suffering of the world? Could it be that you need to be more compassionate toward yourself? If you spend all your time in service to others, it's easy to forget about your own needs. When you accept yourself, you can bring more loving energy to others. Today, make a commitment to practice self-compassion. Release yourself from the burdens of perfectionism. Allow yourself the grace to be human, and then do the same for others. It's not your job to tell others how to express themselves, even if you don't like the way the world behaves. Today, be kind for no reason at all and watch miracles arise. Beautiful. Beautiful. Compassion. Be compassionate to yourself. Be compassionate to those around you. And just watch how your vibration raises, what the reaction is. Getting out of criticism and judgment, rising up to compassion. make a big difference to the people around you, and be compassionate to yourself. Love yourself. Beautiful, beautifully said, Carm. Beautifully said. So I'm going to leave it right there, guys. Have a beautiful rest of your day. I'm sending you so many blessings and so much love. We'll talk to you soon.